Well, we've been talking about the things we enjoy so much this time of year: great food, good drinks. And as we move full steam ahead into summer, many of us also enjoy local fruits and vegetables and spending the time in our outdoors, in our yard.
It's always good to be outdoors. For How Sweet It Is in Eden, that's what they do best. So I found out what the secret has been to their success, but also how they came up with that catchy name.
There's an easy way to determine the halfway point between Salisbury and Princess Anne when driving along Route 13. Just look for How Sweet It Is in Eden. In fact, this place has become a destination, whether you live here or you're just visiting.
When people come to How Sweet It Is, we really like for them to think that they've got a real taste of the Eastern Shore.
Brent Malone is the owner of How Sweet It Is, a business he and his father started in the early 1990s. Back then, the operation was much smaller, with only 2 farm wagons parked side by side.
My father had a history with, growing a little more produce than he needed, and so we set up a produce market just across the street. We were just going to do something for the season. And we really got along well, and we did a good job and had a big following. We had good product, and it really went well for us. So we did it for about 4 consecutive years, and we lost the spot we were leasing. They put a convenience store there, so we had the opportunity to buy this farm directly in front of it, and we've been here since 1993.
So how did they come up with the name How Sweet It Is?
I guess our cornerstone was the type of corn that we sold. They went from selling Silver Queen corn, which was great, to this super sweet variety corn. The first corn of the super sweet variety was called How Sweet It Is, and that was kind of our namesake.
And over the course of 20 years, the business has grown.
We've got something for all seasons. We do, a big thing with vegetable plants. We've got, herbs. We do, containers, hanging baskets, anything that you can do to decorate your yard. And then we've got a full 15-acre nursery with just about any kind of piece of shrubbery. So we've got a really big thing this year. A new thing is our water garden and stuff. We've got plants, fish, all the supplies and stuff. So some things come to you from unexpected angles.
Brent has even brought in seafood.
We've got a large transient business too, and consecutively people were asking us, where can we stop and get crab meat, and on the road, and we just couldn't explain to anybody without having to go 30 miles to Chrisfield or here or there, so, say, hey, I think we could sell that.
Brent says he sees a lot of people taking on those do-it-yourself projects when it comes to sprucing up or adding accents to your yard, from statues, fountains, even decorative rocks.
There's something for everybody. I mean, there's things from a gargoyle to a really ornate and elegant fountain, and there's something for every personality, and I think it just kind of makes a statement to complete your garden. Here on the shore, you can dig 1,000 feet and you just won't find a stone. We inventory over 800 pallets of stone, and we have stone from India, Belgium, Arizona, a lot from Pennsylvania, palletized stone to make fire pits, patios. Everybody's got an idea, and they come out here with their kids and their dog and spend the day and get ideas, and there's just a lot of things that you can do, and we try to have everything that we hear that people are looking for.
But it's the produce that keeps Brent on the map. He's now starting to stock up on what makes the summer so delicious: the watermelon, cantaloupe, asparagus, and of course, that sweet corn. Brent says he sells local produce this time of year, and when local is not available, it comes from other parts of the country.
People have a need for produce year-round, so when our produce expires here, we file it north into Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We buy good things from the Amish, and then by the time they expire, we start back in Florida.
It's safe to say that every business wants to grow over time. How Sweet It Is has found a way to do that, but according to Brent, there's a reason why.
We've been blessed with a lot of good employees and wonderful customers, and given us the opportunity to just keep growing. It's all been positive.
Well, here's something else you may find interesting about How Sweet It Is. Brent says landscapers and contractors make up a good portion of his business. Now, because of this, he says he's able to maintain such a big inventory, which in turn allows him to sell things to customers at a cheaper price.
And I have to add, come Christmas time, you can buy Christmas trees there, because I know we've bought.
You get your Christmas tree there.
Yeah,
so
very nice.
Great place year round. And Brent had added that they only started being seasonal when they first started, now year round operation. So they've
cool.
certainly grown.